The wrongs we must right. The fights we must win. The future we must secure together for our nation. This is what's in front of us. This determines what's next for all of us. We are Marines. We were made for this.
Parents, have you heard your kids say, "I'm not a math kid"? Well, with Mathnasium, every kid can be a math kid. They customize their math instructions so kids who are struggling are able to catch up and get ahead, and advanced kids are challenged to reach higher. Mathnasium makes math fun, so kids learn to love it. Parents say that Mathnasium has not only improved their kids' grades, it's given them a new level of confidence in math and in school overall. Visit mathnasium.com to find a location near you.
You're listening to TerryWilson3.com. TerryWilson3.com. Inspiring, informative, and entertaining content for the entrepreneur and small business owner.
Built this city. We built this city.
Why every business needs its own product, and why the future belongs to the creators. This is TerryWilson3.com. So today I want to talk about something that has completely changed the way I look at business, at least anyway. In fact, over the past few weeks, I've been building products faster than ever before. And that's not because I'm some sort of software developer, quite the opposite. It's not because I have a huge team, because I don't. It's because we live in a time where the average Joe like you and I, that are entrepreneurial minded, can now create products, services, software, tools, and solutions faster than ever before in history. It's amazing how many products I've made just in the last few weeks. Some have already making me really good money, others making me really good connections, contacts, and ways that I can service other marketplaces that heretofore I never was able to. And if you're listening to me today and you're still only selling someone else's product, somebody else's services, or someone else's opportunity, you're leaving one of the greatest business advantages available sitting on the table. I want to make a case today that every business owner out there, every entrepreneur, every church, every coach, every consultant, every insurance agent, every realtor, every local business should consider seriously the opportunity in front of you to create at least one new product that is your own. Not because you need something else to sell, no, because you need something that makes you impossible to replace. The commoditization trap. One of the biggest problems in business today is commoditization. When what you offer looks exactly like what everyone else offers, the only thing left to compete on is price at that point. When every insurance agent sells the same policies, when every realtor lists homes on the same MLS listing, when every church has their same cookie cutter website and app, when every marketing agency promises leads and the customers start asking this question, why should I choose you? And if you don't have a good answer, you're forced into price competition. Research constantly shows that companies with differential products enjoy stronger customer loyalty, increased sales, and greater pricing power because customers perceive unique value beyond price alone. That is huge. The goal isn't to be cheaper. The goal is to be different. I've said for years, you don't need to be the best known. You need to be the best positioned. So what is a product really? Now, when I say product, some people immediately think, I don't know how to manufacture something. Well, good, because that's not what I'm talking about. A product can be software, a training, a coaching, an assessment, some tools you have, some checklists, some memberships, some services, systems, frameworks, courses, templates. A product is simply a repeatable solution to a problem. That's all it is. A repeatable solution. If you solve a problem consistently, you already have the foundation of a product. The question becomes, can you package it? Can you systemize it? Can you brand it? Can you deliver it repeatedly? Now, this is why I built Market My Coverage. Let's use a real example. Recently, I built a tool called Market My Coverage. Insurance agents constantly tell me, Terry, I don't know what to post. I don't have time. I run out of ideas. I'm not a marketer. So I asked myself, what's the problem? The problem wasn't insurance. The problem was content creation. So I created a simple tool that helps agents generate marketing content. Now think about what just happened. I didn't become an insurance carrier. I didn't create a new policy. I created a unique solution around an existing industry. And now, instead of competing with everyone selling marketing services, we have our own product. This product differentiates us from anyone else. The product creates leads. The product builds authority for our agents. The product creates recurring revenue opportunities for our agents. That is a completely different game. And it was so easy to build. Now, I have a realtor example too. Then I built a Market My Listing. Same concept, different audience. Realtors have the same challenge. They know how to sell houses. They don't know how to create endless content. So instead of trying to convince realtors to buy another marketing service, we gave them a tool. And something amazing happens when you build tools. People stop seeing you as a salesperson. They start seeing you as a solutions provider. That shift alone changed everything because solutions create trust. Trust creates relationships, and relationships, my friends, create revenue. And then this one is very dear to my heart because it's right in the wheelhouse of what I'm passionate about most, and that's church. So let me talk about something that happened just recently through our summer event that we have this huge VBS program in our church. Most people don't think about churches and creating products and stuff, but it's a mistake because that's a huge market. We created our Kid Track check-in system, and it was huge because of a need. We needed a better way to register students, check them in, track attendance, handle allergies, print labels, run reports. They needed all of that. And the solutions that we were getting from other publishers, either VBS publishers or other software providers, they just didn't fit the bill for everything we needed. Now, what we started was an internal solution that can help churches, schools, camps, ministries, ball clubs, any organization that has students. I was started off creating that product, that plug-in, just for my own home church. But as I was building it, I was like, well, if we ran into this need as a church, because all of the off-the-shelf check-in systems out there just they lack this, they lack this, they lack this, or they're over complex, or this or that, it stands to reason that other churches, pastors, teachers would feel the same way. So after I created it and we used it, and I was using our church as the test market, hey, what did you like? What did you not like? What do I need to change? Tweaked that thing into perfection, had about 8 different revisions when it was all over after a week's worth of use. I just put it out on the market and gave it away. That giving that product away that took me about a week to develop in bouncing back and forth with our volunteers at church has opened up all kinds of conversations, all kinds of relationships, all kinds of new opportunity streams to be able to service more people that's in an industry that I'm in as well and I'm very passionate about and want to serve and help. So all because I took what I was already doing and created a product. So why this is more important than ever is the barrier to entry has collapsed. See, I couldn't have made any of this stuff heretofore because I'm not a coder. I'm not a developer. I'm not an artist. I can't brand things. I can't create video content to sell it. I can't illustrate it. I can't do a lot of the things. And so I would have had to outsource that to tons of people. Just a few years ago, I'd had to have developers, designers, marketers, copywriters. I'd had to have a huge budget. But today, all I had to have was just to create a logo, write some content, generate some videos, launch landing pages, build funnels, deploy AI. This is all that took place. I want you to break down this. This is important here. I want to repeat this. This is all the things I have to build, you have to build to create any of the products like I just mentioned a minute ago. The logo for the product. Write content about why they need the product, how it serves people. I had to generate videos on illustrating how the product works, and not only videos on how the product works, but also to put it out on social media, to get people's interest to come over and download the product. I had to build funnels to capture name, numbers, and email addresses to convey the product. I had to deploy all different types of AI back-end systems to produce the content and deliver on the goods that the product was supposed to deliver on. And to do it all, this is why I am super excited, because up until now, just a few years ago, I would have had to be able to do all that. I would have had to have developers. I would have had to have designers, marketers, copywriters, a huge budget for all kinds of things. Now I don't, because TW3 isn't just teaching people how to market. We're helping people create assets, where there's a massive differential between just making sales and creating assets. So sales pay you today, but assets pay you tomorrow. Products become assets. Services become assets. Software becomes assets. Systems become assets. And assets is huge leverage. And now with our TW3 AI platform, we can do literally created all of that at the push of a few buttons within an hour. It was just a couple of masterminds ago. And if you remember listening to this, you need to go back and listen to the mastermind that we did. You'll see in real time. I just recorded. I literally created the check-in system that I was going to be building for our church. I said, I'm going to do this in front of our mastermind group. And I built that product, that entire product, within an hour with the group. It was just absolutely amazing. So the 4 levels of business: you got to sell your time, sell a service, sell a system, sell a product. You start off selling your time, then you sell your service, and then you get to level 3, you sell a system, and then you get to a product. Most people stay stuck on level 1. But we want to get away from just exchanging time for money. We want to get away from exchanging production for money, and that's the service. We want to even get away from the system that we have, because we still have to operate the system. We want to get to level 4. When you're at level 4, that means you have the product, you have the leverage. So that because you become less dependent on your direct labor, the goal isn't to work harder. The goal really is to create the leverage. And that's where having your own product, that level 4 of business that they always talk about, that's why it's so important. So how to build your first product. Here's the exercise. Take out a notebook. So here we go. Answer these questions. I've got 7 questions I want to ask you. And in answering these questions, that's going to get us started in building our first product. Question number 1. Do people ask me repeatedly? What is a question people ask me repeatedly? What is a question that people ask me repeatedly? Number 2, what problem do I solve regularly? Right now, in your going to and from, in your day-to-day life, in business, in ministry, in coaching, in school, in whatever, what is a problem that I solve regularly? Number 3, what process do I repeat over and over? What is a process that I do this all the time to solve these problems that I'm being asked to solve? Number 4, what shortcut have I learned? What are some sort of inside baseball? I know how to, solve this problem and go through this process a little bit faster than some do because I've got some shortcuts that are unique to me. What template do I use? In other words, I've done it so often, I literally could write it down or code it or have it in some sort of format to where, it's just plug and play. but what is a template that I've designed over the years of doing this over and over? What checklist do I follow? Do you have a checklist? Do this. What tool would make this easier? So if you can answer those 7 questions, congratulations. You just found your first product idea. Now build version 1. See, I was constantly being asked to can you patch this? Can you patch this? Our check-in system does this, but it don't do this. Can you do something here and integrate it with the website so it would do this? Okay. Can you patch this to where it would follow up and send out a text to, when they check the student? And I was constantly, and so that was the problem I was solving at my church constantly. So I had a process that I went into doing that. And because I already had some tools at TW3 and knowing how to use them, I already developed some shortcuts, and I already had it sort of set up to where the next time they needed something, I just copied and pasted over because I already had a template. I had a checklist of, make sure this works. And because I already had the TW3 CRM, I had, all these form creators, I had all of these different things. I had everything I needed. So it just occurred to me, I just need to create this as a product, plug and just fix everything, do it all at one time in-house. And then once I have that, I can then package it together as in WordPress languages. It's a plugin, but it integrates with my CRM system and some other systems, and it got all of the stuff I need. Boom, it was done. And so that was version 1. Version 2 came along when I put it out there and let them start using it, seeing what they liked, what they didn't like, upgraded the user interface, make it a little bit easier, pageified some of the things so that it didn't, run the page all the way down to the bottom. There's all, make some buttons that they didn't have, make some features that they wanted. But overall, long or the short, after, I guess you would say research and development, it was done. And now I have something literally I could sell. I give it away, but I could literally sell this in different marketplaces. So that if you can answer those 7 questions, then you're golden. If you can't answer those 7 questions, then what I would do is start looking for problems, being more sensitive in your workplace and your space and what's going on, and sort of start paying attention to what you can start adding solutions to, and start thinking in that way, because all a product is well, that's the thing. What is value? Value is nothing more than someone solving a problem. So if you want to be, I heard one guy say one time, don't chase money, chase becoming a person of value, because the money will follow. And to become a person of value is someone that knows how to solve problems. So just be a professional problem solver in every space that you occupy. And I'm telling you, learning these tools, you don't have to be a high-tech developer. You don't have to be a graphic designer. You don't have to be this superstar copyright. Our tools in our AI system here has all of the major assets you need, the material, the raw material you need to put together your own product. And then you're off to the races, and no one will be like you because it's branded as you. It's unique to you. Put your own spin on it. You're going to love it, and your clients are going to be loving it. And it's going to be easier to sell because you're not looked at as a salesperson. You are a solutions provider. You are a consultant that's an expert in a particular field. Because why are you an expert? Not because I have an opinion, but because I have a solution. Okay? That is why you want to have your own product. Most companies teach marketing. We teach ownership. Most companies sell tools. We help you build your tools and assets. Most companies tell you to buy leads. We teach you how to create your own leads and create value. Because value attracts opportunity. The tools are here. The technology is here. The training is here. The AI, everything you need is here at TW3. The only thing missing is your decision to build. You don't need permission. You don't need investors. You don't need a giant team. You need a problem worth solving. And if you solve enough problems for enough people, you'll never have to chase money again. Money follows value. Products create value. And the future belongs to the people who who build them. So this is Terry. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to this old boy from Ruth, North Carolina, Joyce Wilson's son from Ruth, North Carolina, as I like to say. And if we can be of any help or service to you, if I can help you and spur you along to, think about some things that you could create in your own space, some ideas that you could bounce off of me, and maybe me getting an insight of what you're doing, maybe I could give you some pointers of what I'm hearing you say, then feel free to reach out. CoachWithTW3.com is my coaching website. Would love to help you. Of course, you go to TerryWilson3.com and hit the chat bot there, and you'll see how to connect there as well. But don't think that I'm stuck selling X, Y, and Z for the rest of my life, or this is the marketplace I operate in. You can change your marketplace by changing what's in your hand. You don't have to look, sound, and have everything that everyone else has. You can stand out. You can be unique. You can be very different simply by being creative and thinking about, how do I want to solve these folks, this particular demographic or interest or market? How do I want to solve their problem? How can I solve their problem? And then by doing that, branding yourself in a very unique fashion, no one can compete with you because there's no one else like you.
So we hope you've got a lot out of the content today. Please take a few minutes to give us a 5-star positive review at terrywilson3.com/review. This helps us promote our content and continue to reach more and more people. Again, thanks for being part of the TW3 community here at terrywilson3.com. Please like and share our content, and we will see you soon.
Welcome, fellow leaders, entrepreneurs, and visionaries. Today, I invite you to step into a world where greatness is not just a goal, but a collective reality. Introducing the Elite Mastermind Group by TW3, a sanctuary for those seeking not just success, but exponential growth. It's more than a group. It's a synergy of minds, a convergence of aspirations, and a breeding ground for extraordinary accomplishments. You'll learn not only from experts, but from the stories of those beside you, fellow trailblazers who weathered storms and conquered obstacles, enriching your own journey. Imagine being surrounded by a league of highly motivated business owners and entrepreneurs, each driven by the same passion for success, propelling each other towards greatness. Embrace the power of networking, the art of learning, and the joy of sharing your value. It's not just about what you gain, but what you contribute. Dare to be exceptional. Dare to be part of the elite. Don't just dream of success. Surround yourself with those who are already living it. Join the Elite Mastermind Group by TW3. Elevate your success. Elevate your life.
Unlock the power within you. Discover the untapped potential waiting to be unleashed. You Are Worth More isn't just a book. It's a transformative guide to understanding your unique value in today's ever-evolving marketplace. Visit youareworthmorebook.com and claim your free copy. Within these pages, you'll unravel the secrets to identify your distinct strengths, refine your skills, and ignite the passion to pursue your true worth. Life isn't just about survival, it's about thriving. This book is your roadmap to not only surviving, but excelling in a world that demands your best. About recognizing your potential, developing your talents, and finding the inspiration to chase after what truly matters to you. Let You Are Worth More be your companion on this journey. It's not just a book, it's a catalyst for change. Empower yourself, elevate your skills, and embrace the opportunities that await. Visit youareworthmorebook.com today and embark on the path to realizing your full potential. Your worth is far more than you might imagine. Claim your free copy now and begin your transformation.